Hey folks, it's Masterpiece, and today I got another vintage collection review. Today I'm going to be reviewing Nien Nunb of the Return of the Jedi. This is a soloist soldier that helped during the Battle of Endor. You see him in the Millennium Falcon co-piloting while Lando Calrissian is piloting the Falcon. So it's about time that we had this guy re-released, because it's not that he was going for that much money on the secondary market, at least I don't think so, but he was just kind of hard to come across. And you know, if you didn't get the chance to buy him the first time, Hasbro made it easier to pick him up now for new collectors like myself. So Nien Nunb, the card back image is same as the other one, probably some slight differences. It's probably more zoomed in or something like that, or vice versa. Blue name pill along with the background of the bubble wrap. It's got the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi logo on the top left of the card back. He's got a blaster rifle or a sniper rifle, something along those lines, with his blaster pistol. I'm not sure what either of those blasters are. I have not seen those before, but they kind of remind me of the random blasters that came with reissued. Reissued came with like two strange blasters that I never seen. At least that one kind of reminds me of one that he came with. But yeah, that's the front. There's the back. I believe he kept the same VC number, so that's VC 106. And we're gonna open it up. Alright, so here's Nien Nunb. Super glad that they reissued him, because I didn't get a chance to pick him up the first time. I wasn't a collector at that time. And already I see an issue, like his hand right here. If you didn't see that, I was just trying to move it. Kind of came out of this joint socket thing, and it doesn't feel like it's in there very secure, so that might be an issue. Anyways, let's start with his blasters, since they're pretty unique. There's his blaster pistol. A very strange looking blaster pistol. If anybody knows the name of this blaster pistol, please put it in the comment section. It almost looks like the one that Greedo used in A New Hope. He was only in A New Hope. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of that blaster pistol that he had. Okay, and this is the other blaster pistol, or sorry, blaster rifle. It looks more like a sniper or something like that. Almost reminds me of Fennec Shan's sniper rifle. But yeah, it reminds me of some sort of long-range rifle. You could tell because it has like the scope up here, the very long barrel. But yeah, let me know what you guys... let me go know if you guys know this blaster rifle thing. Onto the figure. The articulation isn't the best. This right here, it's a part of his boot or something. It's very limiting. Not too much articulation there, but there's a knee, no swivel at the thigh, and it's swivel hips. The articulation on the waist is just, you know, 180. That's it. Arm articulation, pretty basic. And this is driving me nuts. But there's the articulation of the elbow, and there's a swivel at the end of the, or top of the glove there, with the articulation of the head being able to do a whole 360. That's him looking all the way up, or as high as he can, and then that's down. Very limited articulation because it is an old sculpt. If you do get this one, I feel like this is more of a figure to keep carded. It's an old figure, great card back from back in the day, and he's one of those background characters. He didn't really contribute too much to the story of Return of the Jedi, so he was just a co-pilot. But it's great when Hasbro releases these guys. It's great when they reissue them, so I'm glad to have them in the collection. But definitely one to keep carded. The paint apps are, from what I hear, better, because the old one had like a more darker red for the suit, and the skin looks a little bit better on this one. The other one, it looked more pink and there was more of a wash to it. It didn't look really natural, whereas this one looks really good. Very, very balanced. Good figure. I think, you know, it's not a bad one. The vest is not separate. It's part of the torso, which is another thing that I'm surprised that they did. Because usually, like, I think with Han Solo, they could have just done what they did with him, where they make the whole body mold, and that's all fine, but then they have the vest as a separate gummy kind of like plastic material that's very flexible, and you could take it on and off. Not like it would really matter or help boost this figure's articulation or just in general, but you know, just a thought. He looks rather small to me. I don't know, he just looks kind of short, but I'm gonna pose him up. So one thing that I think is worth bringing up before I end this video is that first off, he is significantly shorter than like an average 3 3/4 inch figure. He's way shorter than the Stormtrooper, and keep in mind that my Stormtrooper is posed kind of a little bit lower if he's about to shoot his blaster, and he goes to about, I want to say, up to his shoulders, the Stormtrooper's shoulders, if he was standing up straight. Another thing to note is that Nien Nunb does not hold his blaster pistol very well. Well, blasters very well. He doesn't hold his blasters very well. I tried to have him hold the blaster pistol that I have holstered on him right now, and that thing would not just fit in his hand for some odd reason. So I decided to just put it in his holster and try the sniper rifle. This one worked a little bit better. If anything, if you really want to pose him with blaster, pose him with this one, because at least he could grab this one and then use the other hand to, I don't know, grab somewhere around like either here or up here from the blaster rifle. But yeah, he is not a fan of grabbing his blaster pistols and blaster rifles, so that's one thing that I think is worth mentioning that I didn't like about the figure. It seemed like the hands were a bit too small or something, or the handles of the blasters, actually, yeah, I think that's what it is. The handle of the blasters were too big for his hands that aren't molded to be open that big in order to grab the blasters, if that makes sense. I don't know. Anyways, I don't really have much to say about this figure. It's outdated. It's more or less a background character that didn't really contribute to the story, but I'm glad they reissued it. So that's it for this video. Peace.